gaming goes, we'll call it a night. We'll do some Q&A.
Okay.
So, yeah, because it drives me crazy when I have tech problems, and it's stuff that I'll solve later. So that'll be part 1 of this map of Doom. So, what were you saying, baby?
That the air is just sucking out my energy. It's just sapping.
It's sucking out your energy?
Yeah, I just feel tired.
All right, Coyoten says, Jack, mi amigo, how did you get so healthy and back into shape so fast? I stopped working out due to an injury, fell horribly out of shape, and would love some tips. Coyoten, I'm actually, I want to say so fast. It took me about 6 months to kind of get where I am now. And I've actually, I had a workout buddy, and he stopped going, so now it's kind of tough to go to the gym. So I've actually put on some weight again. Not nearly as much as I was at before, but I need to get back at it. So,
I would say committing.
Yeah, committing is the hardest part. Like, forcing yourself to wake up and go to the gym, or after work, go to the gym. That is the hardest part. And it's really... I know for me, I feel better, I sleep better, I'm just more confident when I have worked out, and I feel more in shape, and so that is that's my thing. Is like it's a lot of kind of self drive and self motivation, and there's no easy way to say like, oh yeah, just all you got to do is just get motivated in yourself. It's like doesn't really work like that. Unfortunately, it's kind of one of those things where, for me, I saw a video of me. It was like a Go or something. It was something we shot live action, and it was a profile from the side, and like my gut was almost hanging out of my shirt, and I was like, yeah, it's time for me to not do that anymore. I'm getting, my metabolism's almost shot, and at some point, Katie and I are gonna have kids, and I don't want to be like fat and trying to chase children around. So I'm like, all right, I need to do this, and so I really
my heart just like skipped a beat. I'm like, kids, what?
And so I was like, all right, so it's time to do this. Time to start working out. And so I've been trying to get back in shape. So over this past year, it wasn't about just losing weight. It was actually about getting in shape for me. So I could have just run and stopped eating and cut weight like crazy. But now I'm actually I started running initially, but I was also now I've thrown in lifting. But I'm eating still. Like I'm not like trying to starve myself. It's like a combination of just changing your body type, and so instead of being like kind of flabby and whatnot, I'm trying to put muscle on and actually put some tone into myself. And so I haven't lost weight as quick as I would like, but that's because I'm building muscle while I'm losing weight. So it's kind of a weird cross, and yeah, and you can't really get hung up on the numbers. It's more about how you feel about yourself.
Yeah, I think setting attainable goals, that's like a big thing. Is people like, okay, like this is why resolutions don't work on New Year's, is because people will be like, I'm gonna quit smoking. It's like, well, okay, but how are you gonna do it? Like,
Yeah.
does quitting smoking mean by July you'll have quit smoking, but up to July are you having 1 cigarette less a day until eventually you can have 2 cigarettes less a day, and then 3 cigarettes less a day until eventually you're cutting them out, or are you gonna try, but like have a plan. But attainable plan. Like even if you start by, I'm going to do 20 sit-ups today, and then next week I want to be able to do 25, and then eventually I'm going to go to the gym for half an hour, then I'm going to go to the gym for an hour, and just like set attainable goals, because nothing is worse than saying that I'm going to lose 10 pounds in a month, and if I don't do that, I'm a failure. And that's how you feel. You feel like a huge failure if you don't do stuff like that. So being realistic, like imagine a friend was asking you for help, like what would you tell them? Setting just realistic, attainable goals for yourself, goals that you're able to achieve, so then you can build on that and go, wow, I did it, cool, I feel great. You feel great because you worked out, but then you feel great because you achieved something. So doing that is really important.
And as far as actual workout stuff, like if you don't have a gym, or you can't go to a gym, your apartment complex doesn't have one or whatever, honestly, just doing push-ups. Like every night, do 10 push-ups.
Yeah, just do something.
And then, like every night before you go to bed, do 10 push-ups. Or when you wake up in the morning, first thing you do, roll out of bed onto the floor and just do 10 push-ups until it's like, all right, I feel like I made it through 10 pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to do 15, and then do 15 every morning, and then do 20. And before you know it, like that builds up super fast. And like push-ups is something really simple. A push-up works out your chest, your arms, and your core, which is like kind of what everyone wants to go for. Because like if you do it right, your body should be basically flat, and it's just your top half going down. And so you're keeping your back straight using your abs. You're using your arms and your chest to push yourself off the ground, and also you're trying not to hit your face on the floor. So That's honestly the easiest thing to do if you don't want to go out and run. Other than that, running, if you're looking to lose weight, running is the way to do it. At least that's what it was for me. It might be different for you, but for me, it's running.
Losing weight is cutting out sodas.
Drinking lots and lots of water.
And cutting out sugar from like coffee and tea and stuff like that. I gain weight like a mofo when I put sugar in my tea. Like no one's business. Eating human-sized portions. American portions are not human-sized portions. They're like family-sized portions. So, eating just like a regular-sized portion, even if that means like ordering spaghetti and then saving half for lunch the next day, you know.
Yeah.
What was the third one?
I don't know. Drink water.
Yeah, drink water and just try to eat reasonably healthy. Oh, what did my friend say? My friend who's a physical therapist occupational therapist said you have to burn, if you're losing weight, you have to burn more calories than you're taking in.
Yeah, that's the easiest sort of math of it. Like, do more than you take in and you'll lose. I mean, that's sort of the easiest way to go.
I say all of this. I did one daily burn workout like 4 months ago, and I couldn't walk for 3 days. So I am very bad at workouts. I'm very much like I'm just gonna go for a walk, or I'm just not gonna exercise because I'm a terrible person. But I'm super unfit. I danced around to Uptown Funk, and I came up here and I was gonna throw up. Like I am so bad, and I need to do the thing where I build myself up. I set attainable goals. I just haven't done it. All those leadership camps, all for nothing.
King Cobra says Pokemon Go is a new workout for walking. I'll start push-up and crunches. Honestly, a game like Pokemon Go, as you know, people kind of crap on, like, oh, is just kids playing that? It's getting people out and just walking, and that's a good thing.
You gotta hatch those eggs, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you could hatch a 5-kilometer egg every day, that's huge. I mean, like,
that is really far.
Yeah, that's 2.5. That's 2.5. 5K is 3.12 miles. So. Yeah, so I try to run a 5K every morning, like, or when I go on my running.
I have a cousin whose husband runs 40Ks every morning. He wakes up at 5 and then runs on the beach and does 40Ks.
No.
Yes.
That's like a marathon.
Yeah, he's a marathon runner.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Every day,
okay.
And he is ripped, and like he is no body fat. He is just all muscle.
Run.
Yeah.
Blue Delta says, have you ever played any Civilization games? Blue Delta, I played one once. I didn't really get it. I didn't really get into it, so. I know I need to play more, but I'll definitely check that out. I was more of an RTS gamer, like World of Warcraft, Command and Conquer style. Alright, Tactical Meng says, hey Jack, I just got done playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It was fun, I realized no online multiplayer. Will Syndicate ever get one? Also, Assassin's Creed multiplayer by watching your guys' Assassin's Creed Revelations Let's Play. That was the last Assassin's Creed multiplayer I ever played. I miss it. I miss multiplayer. I miss the Assassin's Creed multiplayer a lot, too. The style of gameplay there where you had to kind of pretend to be an AI is so unique that you don't see in a lot of games, and I love that multiplayer. Hey! It is Creepakilla83. Creepakilla83, welcome. Second month as a warden. Creepkilla83, by the power of the beard, we are bonded. Thank you very much, Creepkilla. Yeah, I miss the multiplayer of Assassin's Creed, so maybe the next one we'll see next year, we might see more. That would be awesome.
See, Lannon says, I walk like 20Ks hatching Pokemon. Brag about it, Mr. I live by the beach guy.
Laser beam. Alright.
This guy coming into our chat bragging about living by the beach.
King Cobra says, my dad's been talking to me for 2 years about going for jogs. Pokemon Go makes me want to go with him more. Do it, man. I mean, like, that's honestly what I'm going to say. Give it a shot. It's going to suck. It's gonna suck. The first couple of times you do it, I promise you, it's painful.
Well, I don't know if that's true.
Well, but what I'm saying is, it's rough. And then, but as you do it, as you do more of it, you start getting into it. Like when I started running again, hey, Coyoten, thank you very much for being a warden, brand new warden. Coyoten, by the power of the beard, we are bonded.
Thank you.
When I started running again, it was painful. Like I tried, like my first thing I tried to do was like, I'm going to run 1 mile and just see if I can run 1 mile. I nearly died. Like, getting back into it, and I used to run a lot. I used to run 2 or 3 miles at a time with no problem. And just doing 1 mile, I was like, this is terrible. And so I started doing a program where, I did the Couch to 5K program is what I did, which is like, you do, it's circuits. So you do like 1 minute running, and then 1 minute walking. 1 minute running, 1 minute walking. You do that like 10 times. So really, you're like, you run, and then you catch your breath, you run, catch your breath. And then like, you do that for 1 week. And then the next week you do like 2 minutes running and then 1 minute walking, 2 minutes running, 1 minute walking, then like 5 minutes running, 3 minutes walking, 5 minutes running, 3 minutes, and like so forth and so on until by the end of it you're running 30 minutes nonstop. And now I can rattle off I can rattle off a 20-minute run with zero issue whatsoever, and a 31 pretty easily. So that's what I'd recommend. And just being able to see, like, I stopped looking at my mileage. I just run and go, oh, I just ran 2.5 miles. Cool. And you don't even think about it anymore. And like hitting that point is really rewarding. And try it. I mean, it's pretty cool to say like, oh, I just ran a solid mile without stopping.
I don't know who you said was trying to convince you to go for runs, but just I'm sure they probably already know. But again, just remind them that if they're your dad, if he's a regular runner, sometimes it can be really intimidating to go with someone who is already has already achieved like a fitness level. So just making it clear again, so you're not setting yourself up for failure, because it is genuinely the biggest reason people stop going to gyms. So you're not setting yourself up for working out in general. Just say like I don't think I'm super fit, and I really want to spend this time with you. I really want to do this for my health or for whatever reason. But can we take it a bit slow to begin with until I build up? Like, to have that conversation and start that dialogue. Like, don't go in there with unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
I don't know if running doesn't suck for me.
Well,
I mean, I feel like.
When was the last time you ran a mile?
I don't know how far a mile is.
2.2 kilometers.
I don't know if I ever ran in a straight line. Like I could never run on treadmills because my legs are too long, I feel like, and I take really long strides and I just get scared. But I played. When I danced.
1.8. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. When I danced and played sports, except I was always like dodging, or like it was. What are the drills called where you like have to run and then pivot and then run and pivot and run and pivot? That's what I did. I like ran and pivoted.
Yeah.
Like short bursts.
All right, it's so 1.6 kilometers is 1 mile.
Oh.
So that's
You'd be surprised. I could probably run pretty far. I just won't like it.
Yeah, I should have known that because it's 16. Yeah, it's 4 laps, and a lap is 400 meters. So I'm dumb. Someone Noble Ants asked if I run on a treadmill, if I run on the open. I run on a treadmill because I'm terrible about relegating my speed. I usually, if I'm on my own, I end up running really fast and burning myself out and then getting really tired. But if I can say like I'm gonna run at this pace and stick at this pace, I do that very well. So.
But on the flip side of that,
it's also really freaking hot in Texas, so running indoors is a lot easier.
Yeah, that is actually a genuine point. But with working out, you do have to reach that point where you're tired, or you don't gain fitness.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I typically do. Is the last time I went running, what I did was I did 2 20-minute circuits where I warmed up, I walked for 5 minutes, and then I ran for 20 minutes, and then I walked for 5, and then I ran for another 20 minutes. And on that second 20 minutes, with about 5 minutes left, I just cranked up the speed to the point where I was almost dying. And it was just like just to expend any excess energy I had. And by the time I was done, I was like crying. So that's what you got to do. Is like those last pushes, those are the ones where you really got to go.
That is actually, because otherwise you don't increase your fitness level.
All right.
I don't know what I said.
Okay, I don't think I've ever run in a straight line. How many quotes in the quote bot in Casavar's Bird are from Caiti, and how many are from me? that's what I'm curious.
For like 2 weeks.
I know. Cityscape 17 says excited about SpaceX launch. Jack, absolutely. We're actually ending a little early tonight so people can go and get prepped for the SpaceX launch. I was gonna play some Doom, and we had all kinds of tech issues. So if you're coming in late tonight, sorry. We had for some reason my audio was way unsynced for my gameplay, which is dumb. Like. Anyway, I'm going to try to sort it offline, and then by the next time we go, it should all be better. So, and, hey, did you see what is going on over on Order of 10?
No, Jack, tell me more.
So, people have been sending me links. Order of 10's doing more challenges, apparently. They got new stuff coming out. So, someone asked if we're going to be doing, if we're going to be playing the new challenges. Absolutely. I think we're going to do challenges, right?
Are they like week-long?
I don't know. I'm not sure what they've said. So,
try.
But yeah, we're gonna do. I think they've got a bunch of new challenges coming up. So we had a blast doing those before. I think we're gonna continue doing them. And so you'll see those up on our channel very soon. Trash Can Be says it had just rained when it went out, so the humidity. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me find a question.
Is there any way I can? High School Hockey says, is there any way I can submit physical fan art? We don't have a PO box.
We don't have a PO box yet. We need to get a PO box so you guys can mail us stuff. We've had multiple people asking if they can send us stuff, and so we will go and get a PO box this week.
Can they send it to Rooster Teeth?
I would prefer to send it to our PO box. I don't trust Rooster Teeth. Oh, that's tickly. Rooster Teeth. I've gotten stuff at Rooster Teeth that's like, oh yeah, we got this thing a week ago, and it's like, oh, okay.
I needed that yesterday.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get a PO box soon. Don't worry.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Assassin's Creed multiplayer this Warden Wednesday. That would be cool. Ooh, that could be cool. Blue Delta. Black Flag didn't have multiplayer. Was Unity had multiplayer, but it was in the style, the classic style. So it'd have to be an Xbox 360. Laura says you need a PO box so I can send you guys Maltese care packages. Malteser care packages.
We have to get one indoors.
Well, I think they're all indoors.
Oh, PO boxes?
Uh-huh.
Where are the PO boxes?
Them at the post office.
Where are the post office?
Down the road.
They're all inside?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So it'd be air conditioned?
Yeah.
That's good.
Are your PO boxes outside in Australia?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, they're just along walls.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody Horrible says, do you know your speed when you run? I run between 5.5 and 6 miles per hour, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm a big dude, and so it adds up. So, yeah, Bloody Horrible. I average somewhere between there, kind of how I'm feeling. I usually start at 5.5 and then bump it up to 6 if I'm feeling good. And then when I'm trying to, like, really punch it at the end, I usually bump it up to 7 to 7.5. And so, Black Flag is multiplayer. Yes, it did.
Christian, outside PO boxes, anarchy.
Worms Warden Wednesday. That could be fun, Sir Kyron.
I've never played Worms.
Madness. Fit says, what's the best game you've played on the Xbox One in your opinion? That's a great question. I mean,
Drawful.
I would say GTA 5, but GTA 5 was on 360. Man, I don't know. Like, if I was gonna say, like, what's the best game? I mean, we play so much GTA that it's so I'm so used to it. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
I think I played. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I really liked Far Cry 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really beautiful game.
D Dusty asks, what team are you in Pokemon Go? We are Instinct, Team Yellow for the Badgers because we are. Let's see if we can catch something online.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive is pretty good. Yeah, we're Badgers. We're Hufflepuffs, man. So yeah, we had to go yellow when the option arose. We absolutely went yellow.
What's an LP? What's an LP?
LP is a record.
Oh, you can send whatever size you want to a PO box. John Oliver did a PO box for his fake church. People sent like 5-foot phallic statues. It doesn't need to fit in the way that you can send packages to PO boxes and they hold them aside.
Yeah.
And then they put a letter in the PO box and say, you have a package, you have to come to the window, and then you get the package from the window.
Someone asked you ever Zikar. Zykar Wireheart. Is that how you say her name? Zykar. But I remember Wireheart. Ever consider setting up a guild at any MMORPG? I had a guild in World of Warcraft. We had the Drunk Tanks, which was my guild in World of Warcraft. We ended up maxing it out. It was like 500 people in there. Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. And I would love to play more of it, but man, I'm nervous about getting sucked back into WoW. And I know a new patch hits on Tuesday.
I don't know why I specified that the objects were phallic. It was the reason he stopped accepting donations was because he was, for his church, John Oliver did a piece on churches and how some of them are scams. And so he said, I'm going to start a church, which he legally did, and then began to accept money to his church by mail, and he gave it to Doctors Without Borders. But people, the idea was you send $5 and that plants the seed of like your, resolution, your rebirth, and you're going to go to whatever heaven they had made up or whatever the, big thing was for them. But then people started to mail actual seeds from their bodies, like sperm in jars and stuff like that. So John Oliver had to like shut it down. But in it was like phallic wooden statues and stuff like that. So
Gospar says there's 28 from you and 45 from me in the quotes.
Yeah.
That seems way off.
Well, I guess they like you better, first off.
No, they don't like me better. They like you better.
But you're Jack Pattillo from the internet.
They were so sad when you were gone.
That guy messed up my ice cream water today because I think he was nervous about you.
We went and got frozen custard tonight at dinner, or after dinner, And the guy recognized me. He's like, "Oh, I've been a fan for like 7 years." I was like, "Oh man, that's awesome." And then he must have messed up Katie's order.
It was just really funny because I was like, he was really sweet, and I was just like, I really just everyone was getting like blended, like blizzard type things.
Concrete.
They call it concrete.
I got a Weedle. All right, let's try to catch a Weedle. Keep going.
I just wanted frozen custard in a cup. And I was like, I'm really confused. I'm sorry. I just last time I came here, I just said that I wanted that I just got frozen custard and it just came in a cup on its own and it wasn't like a big deal or anything. And he's like, I didn't say big deal or anything. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, and he was like, oh, so you just want you want the ice cream?
Oh, he ran away.
You want the ice cream on the side? And I was like, I don't know what's happening. I was like, can I please just get frozen chocolate custard with some hot fudge stuff? And he's like, yeah, let me get that for you. Like I was the only one ordering just regular custard without anything in it. Yeah, D Dusty 51 frozen custard is a thing. It's kind of like frozen yogurt but sweeter.
Hey, the real DOS. Thank you very much, Real DOS, for being a warden. You are very awesome.
Warden.
Fresh new warden by the power of the beard. We are bonded. Thank you very much, Real DOS. Ooh, day.
I'm dying. I'm absolutely dying.
Future of Twitch Pokemon Go live streaming. Yeah, just holding up to the thing.
Deadshot Calamity, do you have any advice when trying to keep talking during Let's Plays? Are you by yourself or with a group? Because if you're with a group, it's way easier.
Yeah, Deadshot, doing it alone is tough, and honestly, streaming was, it's honestly been kind of a challenge to me, because I'm used to having someone to bounce off of. Like, tonight when I was playing Doom alone, or typically when I play Doom alone, because Katie hates gory stuff, it's tough to keep talking and focus and play. It's like walking and chewing gum at the same time. It's not easy. It takes practice. I would say if you have someone you can play with or someone you can bounce off with and talk with, that's the way to go. High School Hockey says, where can I find more Electabuzzes? I don't have an Electabuzz, so...
What's an Electabuzz? Do
I have that? It's a character in Pokemon. I don't think you do.
I know what it is, but I don't know which one it is. I have an isn't it the evolution of Eevee?
No, it's Voltion. Or Voltron. I don't know. I named mine Voltron. Are armadillos deadly? King Cobra says. I don't think so, but
I think a guy just yes. If you count the guy that just shot someone else because he shot the armadillo and the armadillo's shell ricocheted the bullet into someone else. So yes, if you consider terrible. That. But no, I've only ever seen two halves of an armadillo that I've mentally put together, but they cross the road and they're kind of slow, so I guess they get hit.
Oh, Jolteon is the Eevee, not Voltion. Sorry.
Right, but you called yours Volt.
I called my Voltron.
Yeah.
Because I forget. So we figured out the trick. There's a trick if you want to evolve an Eevee into one of the three of it, like specific ones.
Sparky.
It's Sparky, and then like not Flamer. I guess in the show there were three brothers that all had Eevees that evolved into different ones. If you name your Eevee the same thing that the brothers named their Eevees that evolved, it'll actually evolve into that. So I named one. I named my Jolteon, I named an Eevee Sparky, and I evolved it and turned into a Jolteon. And you can name it in the fire thing, and it'll turn into the fire one and Flareon. And
it did work. It's worked the 3 times I've seen people do it. It's worked every time.
Yeah, so that's the way to do it. The first one I evolved was a Vaporeon, and he's still my best one. And then Sparky, Rainer, and Pyro. Thank you very much, Noble Lance. So if you name your Eevee that and then evolve it, it'll turn into the correct one. The first time I evolved it, I did it randomly. I got a Vaporeon, which is still my most powerful.
I got 2 Vaporeons.
Oh, that sucks. And then I got a Flareon, and then I did the trick to get a whatever the last Jolteon. So. Oh man! All right, so we're reaching time. It's
yeah, that sucks. Christian said my friend would have loved to know that before he tried evolving 30 Eevees.
Oh my
I don't know why he didn't get. It should be set up to be random. I don't know why it isn't. It shouldn't have taken that long, to figure that out.
My best is Flareon. Nice. It's too bad my phone won't let the keyboard pop up change name. Sir Slapface. Slapface. That sucks. Is the Pocket Play in Pokemon Go making you consider getting Pokemon Sun and Moon? I don't know, Zikar. That's the next Pokemon games coming out. I mean, I started playing Pokemon Yellow on my DS, and it's fun, but it's kind of like, alright. I mean, we'll see. Stackabill says, do you think it's hard for someone new to start posting content to start streaming?
No, I think
anyone
it's
can
gotta be consistent.
Yeah, anyone can do it. It's a matter of keeping it up. That's the hard thing.
Set realistic goals.
Yes.
Today's lesson: set realistic goals, and do that.
And drink water.
Drink water.
So this is these are my this is 1.05 quarts of water is in this thing, and I reuse it over and over and over again. So I know if I need to drink at least 4 of these a day. You're supposed to drink a gallon of water a day.
What? I absolutely drink a quarter of that every day.
Really?
That is probably why I have headaches.
You're supposed to drink a gallon of water every day.
Is that a gallon?
Well, this is a quarter of a gallon.
But
So you drink 4 of these.
I drink a quarter of this.
You drink So you're drinking like. So this is 2 pints or 4 cups. So you're drinking a cup of water a day.
Maybe 2.
So bad.
I hate water. Water's gross.
Water's so good.
That's why I
It's
drink
so
tea.
good for you.
I just drink nothing but tea, and then I got fat, and then I couldn't drink tea anymore.
Kevin Pred says, "Hey, what is the achievement office going to get your DX racers?" I don't know. Apparently they're stuck in China right now in customs, so hopefully soon, because they got the Rooster Teeth ones. They brought them to RTX, and they look great.
Look how muscly my arm looks in this.
Nice. Rawr. I'm just gonna sit here, no big deal. Just rest my arm over here.
Oh man, Let's Play Live when Elise was on the stage and they were gonna do the competition and all the dudes were flexing and Elise went, yeah, ooh, and she had like ripped muscles. I was screaming, yes, I love this.
Fitz 2016 Matt says, Jack, what's the hardest part about being a Twitch live stream and what's the best thing about being a live streamer? Hardest part is tech issues, like tech issues that are out of your control. Either having your ISP suck, your internet, like just your internet suck, problems with your computer, your Xbox, and then sometimes problems with the servers. And it's just like stuff that is literally out of your control. That's my worst part. Best part for me is that I get to make content with Caiti, and that makes me really, really happy. If you're going for general best stuff, being able to kind of do whatever you want and hopefully have an audience watch you, like that's a lot of fun. Like,
can I answer too?
Of course.
The worst part is making videos with Jack. I think the best part is being able to talk to you directly and instantly.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, sometimes people can be weird, but we have like a pretty awesome conglomerate of people who are really effing rad. So
yeah.
Thank you. But the worst part is that I'm moody. And so it's very hard for me to consistently be great. Like 1 week does not go by where I am consistent every day. So it is very hard for me to muster the energy if I'm not feeling good, which is, if I'm not feeling good to like be perky, and which is why it also helps to be doing it with someone else, because there are days where you're like, hey, I'm not feeling the best, or hey, I'm kind of like had a weird day and I'm just like kind of snarky, like can you just letting you know, so if you need to be bigger, then you can. So
yeah,
but the worst part is definitely making videos with Jack.
That's absolutely it.
Yeah, it's like every day I just have to
I just want Google Fiber in Canada already. I want Google Fiber in Austin. Google Fiber is in my city and it won't come to my area, and it breaks my heart.
When we were selling our house, they announced that Google Fiber was going to that neighborhood and not where we were moving to.
Yeah, like Google Fiber, so they do fiber hoods where they do like sections of the city at a time. And my neighborhood that we moved from was like the second fiber hood in Austin. Like we would have had Google Fiber like immediately, and of course, sucks.
Chuck Calamity says, Katie, you were the best in day 5. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys should go watch her mini episode. It's really, really good.
Number 27. I was pretty proud of it, actually. It's also nice to be a part of something like that. It's pretty awesome. Again, very sad. Hopefully, maybe she can have a twin sister that nobody knows about.
If you haven't watched it, you should just watch it.
Uday,
your nose is getting black. What's up with that?
Uday, why are you so old and crotchety?
Anyway, all right, a couple more questions. 1 gig up, 1 gig down.
Lightning round.
All right, lightning rounds. If you have questions, ask them. Like, break them down in like 1 sentence questions, and we'll go through
Episode 4
it.
was amazing. If you haven't already seen it, it just came out this evening. Episode 4 is really good. Joel is in it, and man, just my only advice is to have tissues.
Laura Martinez says, time to go. Bye, Laura. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Awkward Spaceman, what movie would you like to have in theater mode? Oh, Awkward Spaceman. It's tough to say, man, because like any movie that's good enough to want to watch is not good for theater mode. Um, blah, blah, blah. Christian says, "Do you know if anything is being done for Comic Con this upcoming week? Not sure if that got asked." I don't.
With Rooster Teeth?
Yeah, I don't know, Christian. Honestly, I'm not going. I won't be there, unfortunately. I thought I might be going there with a gaming thing, but that fell through. So I don't know who'll be there, but we'll have some kind of space. If not, go say hi to Mega 64 for us.
Can I tell you that putting at Jack Pattillo makes answering questions infinitely easier?
Absolutely. Jeremy K, do you think Dead by Daylight will make the PS4 or Xbox One? Absolutely, Jeremy K. That game is perfect for Xbox One and PS4. I love that game. Can we do Minecraft for Award Wednesday? High School Hockey says that could be fun. We could do that. We could set up something.
What? I've zoned out.
A Minecraft for Award Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm not very good at Minecraft, but I'll try.
That could be fun. We could also do split screen so we can both play.
The real Das. Real Das says you, me, coffee.
I'm not a big coffee drinker.
Yeah, Jack doesn't like coffee.
Is a Legend says, should I go to bed? Yes, at some point you should go to bed.
Just go Pan. How long have you been married for?
2.5 amazing years.
Thanks, Jack.
And 6 okay months.
Wait, that's 3 years.
That's a joke.
Oh. JWZ says, is Caiti and Ruby? I think you already asked that and everyone answered. I am Velvet and Ruby. She's the faunus with the rabbit ears.
Starry Wars says, are you going to do the new Order of 10 on the stream? Absolutely, Starry Wars. When that comes out, we will for sure.
I like this guy, Samuel Monkey Bags. I'm turning 16 today?
I like that you said monkey bags because his name is Samuel Moneybags.
Oh.
I like the idea of just bags of monkeys. Like, oh, I've got my monkey bags. All right. A Twitchy Coffee says, you don't like coffee? Well, if you were Twitchy Hot Chocolate, we'd be much better off.
Yeah, Jack doesn't. Jack has had bad experiences with coffee.
Inactive Mod says, what do you think your life will be like after RT if that ever happens? I don't know, man. Like,
that's a fascinating question.
Yeah, I mean, like Rooster Teeth has given me so much in my life, and I owe so much to Rooster Teeth, and I can't picture myself ever being away from that company. So I don't think about it too much.
I like Elisa's answer that she's gonna be a Muppet master.
Yeah, a Muppeteer.
A Muppeteer.
I don't know. Maybe I'll go work for SpaceX.
You could be a broadcaster.
Yeah, webcasting. That'd be fun for him.
That would be cool.
Jack, how do you enjoy Heroes and Halfwits? Thank you, Killer, for asking that. It was fun. I'd never done D&D before. That was my first time ever playing, and I had a good time doing it. So hopefully I'll be back at some point. KGN67 says, hey, how are you guys today? I'm pretty good, man. I'm still a little sunburned from this weekend, but feeling all right. A little perturbed by my stupid tech issues, my Xbox. But I'll try to sort that out.
Christian says, bad experiences with coffee? Jack set a building on fire once.
No, I set a soundboard a sparking with coffee once.
He had a friend that said, Jack's like, I don't really like coffee, and the guy's like, no, I make the best coffee. This is all from hearing the story. I make the best coffee. I will blow your mind with this coffee. You gotta try it. And Jack's like, okay, if it'll shut you up. Just kidding. I don't know if he said that. But he's like, okay, fine, whatever. And the guy put it on the counter, and Jack had an armchair with he had a swivel chair with armrests, and when he turned, he knocked the coffee all over a sound mixing board.
Mix board, like one of those giant ones you see at radio stations.
Like a $30,000 one.
Yeah.
And then he packed up his stuff and left.
No, I mean, I was pretty much at that point I knew I was kind of done with my time at the radio station, and so that was, went ahead and took anything home with me, and then found another job shortly thereafter, so I pretty much walked away.
Cheeto Lad says, I love James and Elise. Why do you two love them so much? They're just fun.
They're good people, man.
They're just funny, too. Like, they're just really funny. Like, Elise is so lovely, and they're both so grounded, and they're just funny people.
Like, so, I'll tell you a behind-the-scenes story for those amazing folks watching right now. So, at Let's Play Live in Los Angeles, I'll tell you a secret. We have the 6 consoles. Like, I'm sure you've seen the images. We have the 6 consoles on stage. For Let's Play Live Los Angeles, we actually were planning on having 8 machines. So we had the 6 consoles, and we were going to put 2 other machines around to have 8-player, like 4v4 and stuff like that. But we had tech problems where one of them died. So we only had 7 machines, and we didn't want to do just 7. We wanted to have like an even thing just for visual sake. So I had to pull, like, there were a couple games we had planned to have 8 people. So I had to pull 2 people from those games. So it was going to be Murder, and it was going to be not Gang Beast. What was the other one? It was Murder and the other 8-player game that we had. Anyway, I forget what it was, but anyway, so I had to pull 2 people, and it was going to be 2. So we had 6 groups there, so everyone had 1, but Achievement Hunter Funhouse had an extra one, so they had 2 for the 8-player games. And so for one of the games, I asked if Elise could step out, and like kind of take the hit for Funhouse, so that we still have like James or Bruce, whoever it was. And she goes like, yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. She's like, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you so much. I don't have to play anything. I'm just happy being here. And I was like, that's like the sweetest thing ever. When you're surrounded by a group of like 30 giant personalities, and she's just happy being there. That was like, that means a lot. Like, that was really, really cool. And like they like all those guys, like everyone we work with at Let's Play has always been so up for helping out the group. And like the guys at Funhouse, I love those guys so much. Like they're always.
They're just, and I don't know if you've ever been to a Funhouse panel. Like you'll hear Jack and I rave about Funhouse. We love Funhouse, but I don't know if you've ever been to a Funhouse panel. It is fascinating watching Funhouse panels and then watching Achievement Hunter panels. Like just the contrast is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But with Funhouse, they just are a bit older, so they've kind of lived their own lives. So when they each individually contribute something different to the content that they make. Like Lawrence knows kind of the PC sort of, I guess, crappier video games. It kind of came and went really quickly, and he knows a lot about anime and all these things. And so everyone kind of has brought their own like life experiences to it because they're a little bit older. And so they're very grounded, and they feel very responsible for the pedestal people put them on. So they feel like they have a responsibility to be solid role models and to, it's just funny. And then you go to Achievement Hunter and Michael's just like, yeah, rips up the shirt, peer pressures Ashley into sculling moonshine, and you're like, okay, I get it.
It's definitely different personalities, different kind of feel, but it's kind of like we're all in the same family, but we all kind of have, maybe different mothers.
Yeah, it's like you've got like Jeff, who is somehow Bruce's brother or something, and then you've got like a bunch of cousins, and you're all just kind of crazy.
So, but it's a blast, and I mean, like working at Rooster Teeth it's a dream. It's literally a dream, and I've watched it grow. I mean, like I'm number 9, and now we have like over 250 people there, and it's just incredible watching the trajectory of this company and kind of how fortunate I've been to be a part of it and like watch the expansion like so many times. Like one of my favorite things that happens, and it's been happening quite a bit actually, is Jeff and I will end up being side by side at something that's just so goddamn ridiculous, where it's just like, and it was kind of one of those deals where it's like, how did we get here? It's like, what did we do to get to this point? Like when we were at Theater Mode Live, like we're sitting there in front of a crowd of people with Lloyd Kaufman, which is like, we're both huge fans of him, and it's like, how did we end up here? Like in front of a crowd of 4,000 people at RTX, like what did we do to get here? And it's so amazing, and we're so thankful for it. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, it's where I met Caiti. I mean, that's like Rooster Teeth is a huge part of everything for me. So Uday being really, really cute right now. I mean, you guys can see Uday. He's a sweetheart.
Jack's choking him to death.
I'm just choking him unconscious. Look at him on the cam.
He does not care.
Whatever, he'll die happy.
So why do we love James and Elise so much? Because they're just awesome.
They're good people.
They're just funny, and they're fun, and
they do the like, if you look at James's personal channel, it's the kind of stuff that I would put on my personal channel. It's like them washing their dog and like there's goofing around and like doing fun stuff. So all right, one last question that Katie's gonna pick.
Make it the best one. Make it the bestest question.
Okay, this one doesn't count, but along with Zikar Wireheart says, along with Let's Play Live, any cities about Theater Mode Live, or any other cities, what about Theater Mode Live? Yes, Theater Mode Live will be doing more in other cities, because that's a lot easier to do than Let's Play Live. A lot less technical issues going with that one. So yes, we are going to be doing more of those. Now, ask the last question, my lady.
Jack, I'm just going to ask this one.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the last one. Have you used many Australian sayings that Caiti has said? I dare you to say I haven't said many Australian sayings.
I've said a few Australian sayings. No worries is like my go-to now. I guess technically that's an Australian saying.
It's kind of Hakuna Matata.
Kakuna Ratata.
That
means no worries.
I think more than anything, he understands the sayings, which is probably more important, because on a daily basis I get frustrated because people don't understand what I'm saying.
Chad quote. Bro. Nice.
Jack, will you do a 7 Days to Die for What on Wednesday?
That's another great one, Killer. Well, I guess it's on Xbox now. So yeah, maybe we'll do it on Xbox. But you can only have 4 players on online, Killer. So that kind of sucks. So it's only it'd be me and 3 other people. So maybe the PC version we can do more. So maybe we jump back to PC and try it there.
This is gonna be the last one.
Last question. Here we go.
High School Hockey says, how did you guys meet?
How did we meet, Katie?
We met on a cruise. I got these tickets and I was with my boyfriend, but Jack won tickets at a poker game, and so he snuck on board anyway. And my boyfriend was kind of not very nice, but he was super rich, and my mom really wanted me to marry him, but I really was super into Jack, and he just was fun and kind of mysterious, and I was young, and
I took her to this party below deck.
Yeah.
And we danced on top of a table and spun around in circles for a bit.
It was pretty crazy. I met lots of like rough and tough people, and I didn't really expect to, but I actually really liked him, and I felt more like I belonged there than I did up with that boyfriend. But then...
Oh, I did, and I drew you. You laid down, I drew a picture of you. That was pretty cool.
Was that before or after you taught me how to fly?
That was after.
It was after?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, we went to the front, and then...
I was wearing that necklace that my boyfriend got me.
Yeah. It was pretty gaudy, honestly.
It was so big and unnecessary.
And then,
I like small things.
And then...
You did draw me, that's right.
I drew you. It was really, really nice.
I had long hair
intense.
Then.
Yeah. And then...
I had great hands.
And then did the boat hit something?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it hit an iceberg.
Yeah, that's right. It was really cold, I forget.
And then it cracked in half.
The boat or the iceberg?
Weird. And then it was like you and me were like right on the top. We were like, and it was like going down.
Well, there was that elderly couple that were like spooning. Remember, we went by and...
Oh yeah, you looked in the porthole. You looked in the porthole, like,
oh,
look at him.
And I was like,
you were like, Jack, look. And I'm like, oh wow.
Aww.
Hey, and I knocked, and I was like, hey guys.
And they're like, no, we're fine.
Probably not a good place. Okay, and then we kept going.
And then there were rats.
We followed them out, and then.
Then I found.
Then we held on.
Yep, and then you found there was like a piece of wood.
Yeah, went under, and then I found a piece of wood for you.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't let me get on with you for some reason.
Well, I don't remember. I was really cold. I just remember that it was really cold and everyone was kind of scared.
Yeah.
But you were like hanging on, and then, I don't remember.
You don't remember what happened after that? We love you guys. We love you, Internet. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks to our mods. Thank you to everyone else. Thank you for all of our brand new wardens. Thank you for all our returning wardens. We've been doing this for 3 months with wardens, or 2 months now with wardens, and all of our resubbing wardens is just incredible. We love you guys. It really means a lot to us. All our followers, thank you so much. Everyone who came in and just followed us. Let us, feel free to jump in next time. We'll probably be on tomorrow night as well. Go and watch SpaceX. If you go to youtube.com/SpaceX, they're doing a launch. If you haven't seen it before, I highly, highly recommend it. It's such a cool thing to see. They're going to be launching a rocket and landing it back on Earth. It is incredible. So please go do that. Check it out for me, and then it's just awesome. Let me know what you think. Tweet to us saying, hey, I watched SpaceX. It was really cool. And and that's going to do it. And we'll be back tomorrow to play some more video games, and then we'll have Warden Wednesday on Wednesday. We'll talk more Ghostbusters. Maybe I'll finish up playing some... like if you cry every time. But yeah, we'll do some... maybe we'll finish up Doom. If I can figure out my tech issues, I'll work on that tomorrow. And
that's it.
That's going to be it. So thank you very much, everybody. We love you so much.
We'll see you next time
on
PBS.
On PBS. Tell James Cameron we say hi. By the power of the beard, we are bonded. Bye, everybody. We love you.